Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? It's been a while. It's been a week. Yeah, been a week. Too long, too long. Um, One of my buddies that I play games with is telling me that he's got like a bunch of tornadoes going on over there. So I'm trying to make sure he's okay. Hey, finally got it to work. Okay, so we will probably not get to play the full 2 hours today because they're doing the patch today for the Savage Raid for Dawn Trail already. And that starts at 11 o'clock tonight in my time. So we'll see. Wind up Embark. Litany of Peace. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less of a fellow recruit and more a shadow, which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained, had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. want to do. Despite our friendships, he remained an intense, solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Alphino he seems something of his lost sibling. In the ungentle childings of Estinian, Alphino was has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once, and I can well understand Alphino's affection for him. He is a friend for who I would gladly. Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Huh? Is he? Tell them I'm on my way. You better be okay. And I hope this is the tail end of Heavensward so we can start into Stormblood. Quickly, Bantu, we must go to him. Okay. Upon proceeding to the infirmary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes in their entirety. Okay. Maybe this is the very end.
Estinian.
Not what I expected. Seeing his hair like that. He's an elf.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears. Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up. Now,
I don't know why I
Estinian.
expected him
If
just to
Master
lean on top
Alphino
of his
thought
head.
any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead. Aye, aye, 'twas but a jest.
II Warrior of Light.
Mhm.
Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brew brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard, as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Fair.
Oh!
I still can't get over the long hair.
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest.
Why does Sir Emmerich have a rune defender on his hilt? This isn't RuneScape, my guy.
Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
steps of faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and low-born alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords.
House of Lords.
Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept.
About right.
And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir.
Just had a random dip in my frames. Okay.
Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace.
Really like that white spiky dragon on him as a mount. Poor Sir Emeric gets him.
The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an azure dragoon for a new age.
Wonder if we'll see Estinian again. It's gonna be weird looking at him without his gear.
Thus were the notes of the Dragonsong rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
I didn't even know there was more than one viewer in here, to be honest. I actually turned that off so I'm not focused on it. At least I try not to be focused on it. But yeah. It is weird. It also could be their system, you know, it takes a little bit to refresh or whatever. Wonder if I'm gonna get another fireworks show. The neighbor, not this neighbor right next to me, but the one over, shot off like a few big fireworks yesterday. Gotcha. So is that the end? To me, it's what it sounds like. Left his helmet. You know he's not there. He walked off. Right? What do you have? What are you supposed to unlock? Do it for Gilly. Accompany it. Node. It's a minion, so I'm wondering if it unlocks kind of like it's kind of like these coils. Speaking of which, I want to do these at some point. I haven't done them yet. For other raids. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds in an all too rare moment of idleness when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Biontu. Where did I go? Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way that you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned by building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is it that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords? But these questions are for me to answer. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through the painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to make the path, which now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. Well, I appreciate you lurking. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmanly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Biontu, and please convey my warmest regards to Master Alvino. Where is Master Alvino? 'Tis the question. He'd be at the manor. Boom, boom, boom. Unquiet trader. What do you got? Sky pirates. Okay. Bum, bum. Welcome, Master Carlu. Shall I show you inside the manor? Sure. Did you get a message the other day, Mega, that they were increasing the price for subs? Renew subs go up to $5.99. They increase. Did they increase the price for all subs by $1, or was it just tier 1? I don't know. I'm not subbed to anybody because I don't have the money to sub to anybody. I got a message in a notification in my notifications. It says starting July 11th, new and existing subs will renew at $5.99. See subscriber information in your creator dashboard. Tier 1 sub and gift subs on the web in the United States are now $5.99. Existing subs will renew at the previous price. See subscriber information, and you can manage subs on the subscription page and view your revenue. So is that saying that I can... I have no idea. I don't know. It's weird. Went up $1, I guess. Okay. Which means what? Since it's $5.99, 50%. Because right now my thing is 50%. Unless I get, I think it's 100 points, and then it goes up to 70-30 or 60-40. I don't know. The new point thing is like 60. I think it's 60-40 for 100 points, and then 300 is 70-30. I don't know. I'm not at that point, and I probably won't ever get to that point, but weird. I don't make the rules. You spoke with Sir Emmerich. I do not envy him his new position. Well, no. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet, though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Emmerich to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Asian machinations and seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. Well said. In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locals from the landing of Ishgard. Why hell? No. More dialogue, more cutscene, more talking. I knew it. He's talking to where the eyes are. They're gonna try to go after Nidhogg's eyes. See, I told you, should have stabbed him or destroyed them. Thank you, Blenzera. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. All is proceeding as expected then? Aye, there is not to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. Mm. This way. Thancred is such... He's so cool. It is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. And thus did Grey Mist give way to azure skies, and man and dragon rise above, voices joined in song. But beneath shrouded bogs, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. Okay. The Pillars, a new chapter of New Game Plus has been added. I gotta go right back in. Revenge the Horde. A litany of peace. Promises kept. Master Carlu, you have come at the most excellent time. An invitation from a truly prominent personage. I cannot speak. Was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you have been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Emmerich del Boral, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Boral, cordially invites Master Carlu to dine with him at his estate. Oh. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when their arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I would, but I haven't the foggiest idea what to wear. Any thoughts? Well, to be honest, I'd rather not. I have no idea what to wear. You would ask me. Well, I'm sure that as a personal friend of Sir Emmerich, you are at liberty to wear whatever you deem appropriate. That said, when in doubt, a man of note could do far worse than an alpine coat. At least that is what Lord Alamanian has been heard to say. When you are ready, pray report to the astrologium. A man of House Boral shall be waiting near there to escort you the rest of the way. Well. Okay, yep. Yes. Is this the word? Greetings and well met, Master Carlu. I have the honor and privilege to serve as head steward of House Boral. Though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a man of action such as yourself enjoys, nay, a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure, but for this day we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass of peace and prosperity. Okay. Raise a glass of peace and prosperity, whatever that is. My stature knows no peace.
To think the Mughals would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
I like that purple. Purple is beautiful.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Learned a lesson from last time. Is he gonna... Okay, is he... No. Last time we were in here, something like this, somebody fell asleep. We thought they died. Yeah, I'd be watching closely too if I were you.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Though perhaps a bit long for my liking. Why not join me on the next? That's a good point. Why not? It wasn't all sunshine lemon cake. It's true. 'Tis true. As much as I would love for you to be with me, I think you need to rebuild Ishgard.
Nor would I presume to imply otherwise. Neither I nor any man alive can truly understand what you have endured, and I cannot say with any confidence that I would have acquitted myself as well under the circumstances, much less grown stronger for it. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
You. Nobody better fall into a stasis or die.
May I ask a personal question? Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton?
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Okay.
You must go to them, my friend.
Duty
And I shall go
always
with you.
calls. Let's have one moment of peace.
For every ending
Oh.
marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did he. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
I fight. Inward we shall go. Welcome, shall I show you? Obviously. Please be talking.
Is that...
Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister.
Elise.
She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder. It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she is as dedicated as any scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. to be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled Chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer. The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
That's it.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Surely they won't let her. Sigh. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his Chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we yet have the power to influence? Well, duh. Piety, vitality, determination, vitality, tenacity, or so. Let's take food. What else we got? Grounded, Shadows of the First. So the warriors of darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they may put her to the sword. Then, when we first encountered them in Loth Asnath, when they were confronting Ravana gods, has it been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alpha? No! There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this, that primal summoning cannot be ignored. I don't remember how they said her name. Risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Bayunsu, will you accompany me to Exhilarating and help me stop the Ixhal's ritual? You shall. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the actual homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastman's intrusions into the Corthian lands to a point. The summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship out, Master Alphino. The mountains of Extral are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Emmerich, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Extral Drangables are not to be underestimated. No experience tells me the only Conceivable approach is by land. I believe it'd be wiser to cross into Exfino by the way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure the safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to external. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixu. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edamont. Wow. In the event of Mistress Azrael regains consciousness, we shall share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Okay. And let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. You heard the man. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, nope, no ticket. You make me walk over there when I can easily just fly my mount over there. I'm gonna be ticked. Have you everything you require then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass to the north is due east of the camp of Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of extra warriors, I have been informed that House Fortemps knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate lies open. We need but to walk through. Yeah, let's check the dragon. Master Carlu, Master Alphino, as you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Exfino and aid you as you see fit. The enemy will be thick on the ground, but arriving, let us advance with the cares as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we shall only have to contend with the Ixral, but if they are not, we may be forced to battle with the warriors of darkness. True. Nah, we are doing this with others. We're not doing this separately. Make sure. Oh, that's, yeah. Sure, it's this one. Because at the end of our last stream, we saw that it was geared up for something else. You're watching a cutscene. Shaman. Oh, not me. She's 73. A red mage. Storm corporal. Not listed. She's got 380 gear on, 270 gear. Okay, so she pre-ordered as well. 225. Isle Wolf Ring of Casting. Do. Oh, yes. No. Show all. Show limited. Show limited. Stun. Find a group. Awkward. I killed them both with this. Too strong. Perfect. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, it just jumps to them now. Got it. It's been more than 5 minutes. I can't move on with the story. I could use NPCs, I know. But I'd much rather do it with people. Music just turned into like Captain Jack Sparrow. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I need to clean up my inventory. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Huh. Oh, thank goodness. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, 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 bum. Oh, music's cool. Froggy. Run and pull everything. Run. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, pull off. Yikes. Yes, maintenance of the world is going on soon. Messing up my rotation. Oh, we're going up. Hey, we're moving on up. Two big boys. Ooh, that's a cool looking weapon. What the heck? Hey. The first mountain. Ooh. Up in the daylight. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, come here, big dogs. Oh, more. I gotta take out you guys, take out the boss. Okay, okay, okay. Wrong way. This music's so cool. We're not skipping the cutscene. Oh, I couldn't even just leave. Oh, I got a player accommodation.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
I feel like that was part of the plan.
Well, what do we have here? You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
What if I did? What if I did?
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us the long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
Now, let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
Well, duh.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there. Know that I will happily make it quicker for you, if you just stand still.
Enough, Jarumal. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we? You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the great sundering and the reflections it created?
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far.
Okay.
So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void. Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
Dun dun dun. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their world they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, just must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. Okay. Two sides to a coin. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights can appraise Lord Edamont of our success, and we the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. Okay. Alright. In case anybody's wondering about the guy that I was talking about earlier, he is doing okay. He made it home. They had 4 tornadoes, but everything is good now. At least what they know. Brings me joy to see you safely return to us by Untu. What news from Exvoltol? Then we were not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for we who remain behind, Mistress Justol has been tending to Mistress Asriel in your absence, and I am pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. I imagine you have some questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like her brother. Well, yeah. Please let there be voice talking.
Alize, how are you feeling?
Alize.
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. They told me you had departed for Zelfatol while I was still abed. I slept much better knowing that. Thank you.
I take it your mission was a success.
Of course. I was there. Duh.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think
True.
not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first, but it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
Oh, stop.
You were following these people, Alize. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
True, true, true.
Power answered with greater power. Death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
True.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes. If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelfatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Fine.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm.
It's
You
true.
might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Eorzea then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
But Alize, you...
I don't know how much I trust Urianga after the scene in the library.
After all, it is you who set us upon this path.
The White Asian.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
What? Ooh. I like that armor. Dragoon. Titan. Interesting. Okay. It has been many moons since we worked together, though I believe the same cannot be said for the two of you. I confess, I was aware of your subterranean exploration of your search for the truth of the calamity. I considered involving myself with her venture for a time, but as you know all too well, circumstances conspired to keep us apart. I can only assume she carried on in our absence. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Ooh, look at that gear. Right then, shall we be off? Tartu never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Praise the 12 she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember that time at the stadium when the girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, "Sister, please, she was not my... Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light?" Somebody had an admirer. So be it. Another time, perhaps. I should thank you again for your assistance with my expeditions, Bayuntu. Though we left matters somewhat unfinished, I am nevertheless prepared to focus on the task at hand and aid you to the fullest extent of my ability. As you helped me to brave the coils, so too will I help you to defeat the Warriors of Darkness. A pleasure to have you with us. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than when we last met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I'm here today because I would regret it if I weren't. That is all. Okay. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands then, and see if grandeur can be of assistance. Okay. Right, yep, Waking Sands. Vesper Bay. 72. that's a lot. That's absolutely a lot. All right, we're not gonna be able to stay on much longer because the update is starting at 11, so we're probably gonna go until like 10:45 because I have to be logged out before it starts. Otherwise, I can lose progress, and I don't want to lose progress. So we got about 15-ish minutes. Apologies for calling up upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alvino, would that the scholar have seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming? What bringeth thee and thine here this day? The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. Okay, we're gonna explain. I too have heard tales of recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this severeth but the spur of the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled favor. We have two objectives at this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribes' crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn the Ix's plan before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warrior of Darkness and the Ascians did not have similar designs elsewhere of which we have no knowledge. Thou wert wise to come hither, for this very day did I receive tidings most troubling from across the strath of Maroth. O Gormith stirreth, and there are whispers of the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumors, mark thou, but in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst ill afford to turn the deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlook by Untu. Okay, thank you for your counsel, Grander. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. She's questioning everything. If I may, brother, Grander, is there anything else you would like to say? I knew something was up. If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Andor had the power to break down the barriers between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tell of a promising tomb, the Gurun Oracles. Mayhap you should start there? She's on to him. I knew something was up with him. Whole time I knew it. By thy leave. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. Yo! Gotta get that stretch in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big boy over here stretching. Oh yeah. Get that good stretching. Actually, it feels super nice. Super nice. Sometimes I forget to stretch. You know, I'm getting old. Getting up there in age. Getting up there in age, you know? That's the elite of that one. And the... Oh! We're not using the tickets. It's not like I'm really gonna run out of money anyways. I got 1.7 mil gil, man. 7 hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever is it? We don't want any. What? Well, fancy that. Just when my kobold problems look like coming to a head, the signs of the seventh dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Well, duh. Bloody brilliant timing it is. All right there. Let's get to it. All right. Unlikely allies. So our friendly neighbors in Orgrimmar have got much more aggressive of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, our scouts spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camps for the little bugger, would you? Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when first we arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? Yeah, there's somebody trying to steal some crystals. A kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Organder's information, but to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think of this later. For the present, we must do something in our power to prevent Titan summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. I have a feeling it's one of our friends. Kobold friends. Can't go any higher yet. I'm still flying higher. No, I'm not doing a fate. Gasp. Run. Stay back. Away, far back. I'm not a. Yeah, it's no use. Pointless. Hopeless to no use. Don't you run from me? But please, don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, just talk. Gah. If you want to talk, then stop running, you little dingbat. This was a stupid plan. Stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. Gah, he found me again. What to do? I come in peace, only to talk. Speak, say, talk. So please, do not hurt me. So this is our weekly kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. Huzzah! We've got him. Fine work, scions. So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No. I came to talk, to ask for help. But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted. And Now, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like this civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pikmin Gabu of the 620th Order. At least I will be a Pikmin one day. Well met, Gabu. I am Alphino, and this is my sister, Eliezer. To the man who found you as our friend, and now that you know our names, we could be friends too. Now, Commander Baladenith here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu. But you said you came to ask for help. Why to us and not to your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? I am No one is going to hurt you, alright? Not while we're here, I promise. The patriarch, the patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him, beat him, fight him, stop him. Gabu's parents said that they didn't want it, along with many others, but the patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, they would serve as coke for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents and the others away, and I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace. I did not want to believe it, but I had heard tales of Fashi fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12. That is sickening. No one listens to Gabu. No matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries, they do not listen. Only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too. So please help Gabu stop the patriarch and save his parents. Another dungeon, huh? Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to the worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kabud stronghold, secure the crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll give me. If I don't seem optimistic, we'll make ready just in case. Well. Oh. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated aether disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 of Mercy, they would have contemplated sacrificing their own flesh and blood, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. Alright, with that being said, we do need to end up stream here, so I have plenty of time to log out and things get situated before the update goes. They're doing an update. For those that don't know, they're adding the Savage Raid for Dawn Trail after the first expansion. So that's being added and some more updates along the way. You know, they're working on doing more updates for adding more options to dye your armor. The 2-dye system, they're adding them slowly into all the armors. They're doing the graphics updates for all of the stuff that's coming in phases. As you can see, it is already a little bit more vibrant from the first patch, but they are working on doing a complete overhaul from what I'm understanding. So we will be back for sure on Wednesday. I think I'm going to go back to doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. We will be doing them from 9 to 11. I'm also considering doing Monday through Friday. So be on the lookout for updates in Discord. You can type in the chat, you know, I think it's !Discord, and it should send the link. Yeah. There's a link there, so you can join the Discord and you can talk to me outside of streams. You know, it's a great way to get a hold of me in case you like to talk to me and get to know me better. And we post pictures and just talk about how things are going. So with that being said, thank you guys for showing up. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.